Hey, catching up, missed a day, but back to it, and wanted to kind of talk about two particular challenges that I have. One definitely seems to be spiritual. The other one, I don't know, it may be spiritual, but maybe it's just habit, and I have to break it. But the first is energy levels. So one thing that I've dealt with for probably much of my life is having kind of I guess you could say, bipolar energy levels. I'll go through fits where, I can take on the world and, 24, 36-hour days, sure, very little sleep, not a problem. And I just keep going and going and going. And I'm super productive in those times, and I can get awesome things done, and somehow the energy never quits, and it doesn't really affect my mood. And then there are those times where there is just no energy. I mean, I just catch a massive case of dragon ass, and it seems like no matter what I do, coffee, exercise, uh, eating better, you name it, just all of the energy is zapped. It's gone, and it's not necessarily a depression, at least not in the emotional sense. Have some of the times that I'm feeling this way, it's not because of anything that I'm, feeling emotionally or anything that I'm going through personally. Just sometimes it hits me that my energy is sapped. And so even when I want to get things done in these times, really nothing happens. And that was the case yesterday. Now, to be fair, I hadn't been sleeping well for probably the last week. So that probably played a big part in all of this, just kind of catching up in my body saying, look, we need sleep, you're done. And, I was so exhausted that I took the day off. I had to. And literally slept the slept the day away. Got my kids to school, and I think I managed to make it about a half hour after that, and just was out cold. And to the point where I woke up late to pick up my kids. I mean, I still got them, thankfully, but definitely later than I wanted to. And it's just like, wow, like really the whole day just gone, or at least the whole quote unquote work day gone. And you would think after that much rest, I'd feel better, but I was still dragging ass after that. It was just, wow, the energy is gone. And the thing that really kind of throws me when the energy is gone is that most of the time I can fake it. I can just kind of push myself to do the minimum so I'm at least getting something done. But it really sucks when you're trying to have to make decisions on things, which is something I often have to do for work, and just often have to do for life. And when the energy's that gone, you're just not focused, you're not clear, and so it just kind of puts me in this fog. And to anyone watching this, I'd love your ideas on what I might be able to do about that. Other than some kind of psychological medication or some shit like that. I don't do that stuff. So the second thing, which is somewhat related to the low energy, but can sometimes be the case even on high energy times, is just procrastination. I am. I'll just say it. I'm a lazy person. It's one of the reasons why I'm good at something like process improvement, even project management, is that I'm always looking for the easiest way forward or the simplest way forward. I'll do all the thinking, but in terms of the actual steps, let's not do any extra steps. That's just ridiculous. But when it comes to things that are very large in scope, that have a lot of steps to them and need to have a lot of steps to them. That can be problematic because when you're a procrastinator, you miss windows of opportunity. And I find that in the last probably 2 weeks, really, that's been my challenge, is keeping that focus, keeping that motivation, and trying to balance the energy levels so that I can at least make some progress each day. And for the most part, I've been all right with that. But the last 2 days, it's been a different story. And so, I think that's going to be the main topic of my meditations for the next couple of days of, how do I get myself to an even keel on an energy and a, not motivation, but productivity level, to where I'm, at least making progress each day. So, I'm building momentum on the things that I'm tasked with. Or on the flip side, if as part of this process, evolving, awakening, transforming, whatever you want to call it, there are just times where, from a spirit perspective or even just a personal energy perspective, that I need that downtime to be a little, to find a way to receive that message clearer. Because when it happens out of the blue and I don't fully understand it, it just seems like, my system's giving out on me, and that's not good. But in the meantime, back to my meditating, eating better, back to my working out, spend my time with nature and see if that will level things out. And if not, I'm open to any suggestions you all might have. As usual, I don't have the answers. I'm just asking the questions and let the universe bring the answers to me. Have a great day. God bless.